Hey friends, it's Charles here with the latest edition of Let's Talk About. And today I want to talk about this Pete Dunne Elite action figure from Mattel, the Bruiserweight. When he first came onto the scene with NXT UK back probably 5 or 6 years ago, I really enjoyed his work because he's one of those guys that from the minute you hear his theme, you know you're going to see something different. He's a smaller athlete, but he had a very realistic style and a very violent style that I really dug. And so when I got this figure, I was really excited about it. So let's talk about it. It came with the NXT UK Championship. I have that off in storage in one of my little accessory bags. I'm not going to dig it out. But it also comes with this entrance jacket, which has his logo on the back. You see some of the fur detail here from the jacket, and a basic singlet underneath. I think the jacket is cool, except for it's a very hard plastic material, and so it's hard to get on and off, and you feel like you're in danger of breaking the figure when you're putting it on at times. And so we talked about the jacket. Like I said, it's great, but it's a little bit rigid for my taste. And so let's start at the top here with the face. Looks like him. You got that, from the time he had the longer hair. Basic singlet with the designs on both sides here. I personally would have preferred maybe even an extra head with like his mean, angry grimace face. But this is a very good likeness. I have no complaints about it, other than I would have liked another option. And so we go from the head to the articulation. I love articulation. When I got this, Mattel was not doing double joints on the arms. And so you have, you can bend. The range of motion there is a little bit limited. But the arms, this is all you get. And for a technical wrestling master like Pete Dunne, you're really limited as far as posing and getting photorealistic pictures with this particular figure. Because the arms, that's as far across as you can get to the body here. You really have to, even if you want to get in class fans, you have to do a little pushing and prodding. And, the legs, I like the fact that, he doesn't have knee pads. So you can take full advantage of the double joints in the knees. And you get to see the tattoo here on the knee, which is, a pretty cool little thing right there. The boots, basic boots. Looks like we have a kick pad going on. Not a whole lot of detail. I mean, back when this came out, they really weren't doing too much for the elites. They left the bigger, the better articulation strictly for the ultimate figures. Whereas now, like, if you take a look at the newest elite figure I got, is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. You notice not only does he have double jointed knees, he has the double jointed arms that go here, all the way back. And, you can actually get some arm crossing motion from those double joints. Which, I wish I had, with this figure. I might have to get a newer Pete Dunne if they come out with a newer Pete Dunne. Now that he's rolling again under this moniker. But, I've done photos with it in the past. And, you have to work to get get personality out of it, but it can be done. I just wish we had more range of motion with the arms. There is no boot cut. And so, you don't have the motion there. And you have a little hinge here, but it really sticks. And so it's hard to get a lot of motion out of that foot. But I think it's a good figure. I mean, the head scan is an A+ in my book, along with the design of the singlet. It looks like him. It's not exaggerated. So I am a big fan of this figure, except for the single jointed arm. I think that it does a great disservice to this figure's quality to have that single joint in the arm. As far as the way it scales up, you take a look at, a guy like Pac, who is a fellow cruiserweight and not the tallest. It scales up real good. This is the AEW Pac figure. Scales up real good, and you can see that, the muscularity is different. And you get these guys in a collar and elbow. It's, you're gonna, be able to recreate some match action here. Okay, and also, like I said, the jacket, I think they could have made it out of a more flexible material. With WWE figures, it's going to be that thick stuff. And AEW, I like what they did with Darby Allin. He has a jacket that is, it's a harder rubber, but it's very malleable. And they actually did do, with my Kushida figure, his jacket is cloth, so maybe that's something that they're going to start doing more. I'd like to see that. But yeah, this is my Pete Dunne Elite figure. I don't have a lot of details because I don't have the original packaging anymore, but I would definitely suggest picking it up. It was a little bit more on the cost-effective end when I got it. So, if you stumble across it, I would say, it's a great figure. Anyway, that's it for Let's Talk About Pete Dunne Mattel Elite action figure. And I'll see you next time.